everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin in El Paso, Texas. The premier expert in Western culture on the romantic comedy, Rocky Hardy.
Hey, what up? It's me. I'm into rom-coms.
And somewhere in the wilds of Ohio, a premier connoisseur of stress and Japanese things, Tegan Somerset.
I mean, I don't know why you said the same thing twice, but that's okay. Yeah. I don't know why he said the same thing twice. Stress is Japanese. It's the most Japanese thing you could possibly have.
Oh shit, really? I did not know that.
You know there are people in Japan who literally work themselves to death, right? That's
Yes.
a thing that actually happens.
I mean, just because people do that, that doesn't mean all Japanese things are that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ugh.
I am also the mother of one proud screaming boy.
I'm not your proud screaming boy.
No, you're not. You're Brian Cartwright, the showrunner. Amazing. Wow.
Our favorite loudmouth cinnamon roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Somewhere in the deserts of Arizona.
Ugh. Or possibly just my office.
Are you in your office? Dang.
Yeah, Brian records in his office.
Yeah.
Ryan, that's bad work-life balance. I'm going to have to ask you to go home first.
No. Tegan. My home office, Tegan.
Oh, you have a home office. That's also bad work-life balance. Why would you want to do work in your home?
Well, sometimes if he does work at home, he doesn't have to go to work.
What?
Oh my god,
No.
Tegan, we did this like 3 weeks ago.
It's true. Tegan, I went into the office 3 days this week.
3 days?
Yeah.
That's a lot of days.
Out of the 5, Tegan.
I went into the office 5 days, and I had to go in exactly 2 of those days.
One of you is doing this wrong. I can't tell which.
I don't know which one either, but I'm gonna roll with it. I got laid off on Tuesday from my job, but that's okay because I have another job because I work 2 jobs because I don't know how to relax.
Tegan,
Relaxing is working. I don't know what's up.
please play Stardew Valley.
I'm broken. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know what else to do at this point. So Monday I had to go in because I was scheduled to go in. Tuesday I had to go in until they told me that I was gonna be laid off. And then, downsized, whatever. Our department went from, a bunch of people to, less than 3/4 of that. So, I'm not the only one. So then they were like, so you don't have to come in this week, the rest of this week, or next week, and you can go home now if you want, but you'll still be paid, your regular wage.
That's
And I'm
pretty
like,
wild.
sweet. Well, I do have things to do still, so I'll be in.
So, all right, to be clear, did they tell you that the remaining scheduled days until end of service would be paid regardless of whether you work or not? And are they or are they not included in any package you cannot give us further details on?
Yes, they are paid regardless of whether or not I show up. No, they are not included in that package.
Okay. Well, then, Tegan, I suggest you show them your package and just not fucking go in.
No, I gotta make sure that my training group is okay.
No, fuck them. Feed them beans.
No, I like them. It's not their fault.
Tegan, they're going to be fine.
They will be fine.
I know they will be fine, but I want to make sure they're as fine as I can because I care about them.
Tegan,
Mm-hmm.
they're worried about you.
Yeah, I know. They're all sad.
Yes.
So I just show up and make them sadder.
So,
Tegan.
I feed on their misery.
Oh my god.
so Tegan, let's kind of back it up to a larger, more abstract concept. We're not necessarily talking about your coworkers when we say fuck them, feed them beans. We're talking more about the corporate entity. Fuck them, feed them beans.
Yeah, but my coworkers are not the corporate entity, and my coworkers are the ones who have so graciously and kindly just allowed or said that they would all be references and are writing me letters of recommendation. So
Are you planning on upper decking all the toilets?
no, but I am planning on bringing in a cake on Friday that says thanks for everything, and then leaving at noon so someone else has to take it home.
People will just eat the cake, Tegan. That's
I know
how
I
often...
want them to eat the cake, but the thing is with our department, one, there's not a lot of people left, and 2, all those women are on diets. So they're gonna eat, like, a piece of cake, and then I'm gonna leave the cake there, and someone will have to take it home.
I feel like they're just gonna throw away the cake, Tegan.
They won't throw away the cake.
Yeah, they're gonna throw away the cake.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They'll cry. It'll be good.
I think that you shouldn't, like, reveal the cake until you are ready to leave. And it should say, thanks for everything. And then as they, like, bite into the cake, they discover it's a second, like, there's a cake on top of a cake. And the bottom cake says ... fuckers. Man.
No. It's gonna say, thank you for everything. And then I'm gonna get a picture of me and my coworkers.
Oh, Tegan.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the best. I just gotta be the best. And then I'm gonna chill out. I don't know how to chill out, though. I guess I'll play Stardew Valley.
It's gonna be great.
Rocky, do you think I could, like, absolutely kill it the way that I've killed Story of Seasons?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things to do. Fishing's a bit more intense.
Ooh.
Mining is a whole thing. Like, the first... Oh, also, there's multiple towns. I think there are, like, 4 now. And there's, like, multiplayer. So you can actually, like, share farm. And then, like, watering gets pretty intense. Like, there's a lot of really cool things you can do, like, with your ranching and your, like, gardening and whatnot. And they're still patching it for some reason.
Because people love it.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, the game is so big. Like, if you're not careful, you will lose, like, months of your life. But, like, you'll be in it, you know? And you get to talk to the people. And there's, like... I think it's very much in the wheelhouse of Story of Seasons. I think you're going to like it.
Yay! I'm down.
I keep on forgetting that Tegan isn't already on the Stardew train.
Yeah.
Because it seems like such a Tegan-ass Tegan game.
Well, like, I think... Because I didn't pick up Story of Seasons because I lost track of Natsume. And in the meantime, I picked up Stardew Valley and I got stuck with it. And, like, I think Tegan did the opposite thing. Like, she was, like, up with it on, like, the Natsume thing. So she was just, like, there when Story Seasons happened. Also, I only played, like, one of the Rune Factories, but, like, that's a whole other thing.
I've only played one of the Rune Factories and I didn't get it. I think that's a me problem, though.
Well, like, Rune Factory, it's thoroughly
Rune Factory's got
right.
more. It's got more going on than just, like, there's farm and there's dungeon.
Yeah, but, like, I didn't need the dungeons. I can do that somewhere else. I want to chill on the farm.
I just skipped through the tutorial because I figured I knew what was going on and then was very confused. You know, that happens. I recommend doing tutorials, dudes. But, like, I saw, like, Stardew Valley, like, come up because all of my friends from, like, college got into it. And I was just like, I don't understand what this is! It looks not as good. Like, the art was not tickling my fancy.
Yeah, like, it's more of an homage to, like, the SNES, like, Harvest Moons, rather than, like, anything remotely more modern. But the cool thing is that, like, because they started with, like, a low graphical fidelity, when they were able to just, like, implement features a lot faster, which is how the game actually got so big.
Okay. That makes sense. But it's got a lot of fan art and stuff, and everybody looks cute.
Yeah, true. Except that, like, that scruffy, like, nerf herder dude that, like, won't, like, talk to anyone. Like, I kind of just want to hit him in the mouth. But apparently if you buy him a beer, he'll become your friend, which, like, leads to other problems. But, you know.
Same.
Whatever.
Heck. You're just mad because it's, like, canonically accurate to the real life, like, situation.
How did I say anything about being angry?
No.
No, not you. You're not angry, Brian. Rocky's angry.
Yeah, I'm angry. Because, like, I don't want to have to buy that guy a beer just to be his friend. I just want to talk to him. What the fuck?
Look, sometimes people are emotionally closed off, Rocky, and they need excuses to expose their vulnerability.
I guess.
I mean, that's why Brian's got a growler at work.
Okay. But, Tegan.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really love in the game is they definitely give you a lot of choices in Stardew. There's a lot of ways to do a lot of things. But one of the things is that, like, you can basically expand and get access to various parts of the town and stuff through two major systems. One is like magical and the other one's like corporate sellout, where like there's like a community center and like it's inhabited by fairies and like they just want you to bring them stuff and they'll like revitalize the community center and then you can do other things to get access to stuff. But very early on in the game, there's a guy who works for like the corporation that you ditch to go work on the farm. And he wants to buy the community center and turn it into like a warehouse for the company. And if you help him do that, like you get access to the same functionality that you would get from the community center, but you just exchange money for it instead of stuff. And the major difference is that if you already know like how to make money quickly, you don't have to wait until fall to catch a particular fish or grow a particular crop. Like you could just pay for it and then you get it. But I always thought that system's really neat. I've actually run through it both ways at this point, and like it's pretty cool. Like it's one of the funner things about the game.
Neat.
Yeah. Brian, are we really talking about shipping this week?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rocky. I didn't really realize that this was a thing.
Oh, shit.
And I don't mean shipping in general, nerds.
No, I know.
Wait. So here's how shipping works, Brian. So first,
No,
you
Tegan,
you take something to the post office, and then they weigh it, and then you make sure it's all taped up nice, and then you fill out a form, and then you pay them money, and they take it away, and where they take it is to the place that the name and the address that you put on the thing.
That sounds like shipping to me, yeah.
That's shipping.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could also take it to your friendly neighborhood FedEx or UPS, but whatever, man.
Tegan.
Like, pick your poison. It doesn't matter to me.
I worked for FedEx for 8 years.
No, you didn't.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that about you. Okay.
You obviously haven't looked at his LinkedIn, Rocky. Jeez.
I haven't, actually. And Brian, it's kind of amazing that like that you've worked for FedEx for 8 years and still like know nothing about shipping. That's real weird.
Rocky, I hope that you at least brought something to Tegan for the privilege of riding on her fucking boat with this joke.
Well, I brought a Stardew Valley, right?
Oh,
I think I did that.
And
right.
he's also bringing me your frustration, which is more than I could ever hope for.
Oh, shit. We did
I didn't realize that my frustration had such high value. Maybe I could trade it for stuff at the co-op. So, I am not talking about the conveyance of packages across distance. I am talking about the idea of what is traditionally two fictional characters when people will look at them, usually on the internet, and go, oh, wouldn't it be nice if Goku was fucking him?
They don't have to be fucking to be a ship. I just want to put that out there.
Okay,
like,
all right.
There are also, like, soft ships where they just, like, hold hands and go to coffee shops.
Okay, wouldn't it be nice if Goku was holding his hand?
Please!
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta belong together!
I've seen those ships. They're pretty well fleshed out.
And, like, I suppose I should have, like, realized that this was a thing because, like, wrestlers are real human beings, and all the time you wait onto wrestling forums, inevitably there's somebody there who's like, hey! And I'm like, what are you doing bringing shipping in here? These are humans.
Oh, you want to know some bad shipping, though? You should see the YouTube ship tag on fanfiction.net.
That doesn't sound safe.
All right, one second.
Oh, it's good. It's all real people. It's all real people. It's all real people.
So how
Real
many
people.
people are people shipping with Pokemon? That's honestly all I want to know.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
you know.
No.
These are the real questions. We got to get down to the bottom of that.
Oh, God.
Oh, my fucking God.
Brian, you okay? He went to the website, didn't he?
He did go to the website, I'm sure of it.
You idiot. Why did... Come on.
I don't know why you ever go to a website when we bring it up. Just don't.
We like...
It's bad news for you, Brian. You always get upset.
Oh, man.
Confess what? Markiplier asked longingly.
Is this a Jackiplier one? Is it Jackiplier or Pewdiplier? Tell me.
PewDiePie sounds gross.
This is PewDiePie.
Oh man, it sounds.
Is it
awful.
PewDiePie or is it whatever the other?
No, it's PewDiePie. All right.
Marky Pie. You need to know who's top. First person is
Oh,
top.
I know.
That's the nomenclature. Yeah.
A lot of people still don't understand that.
Oh my god. These are real humans. All right, but anyway.
They are real humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, back to my shock and surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I had a coworker who listened to our show.
Yeah.
Nice enough guy. He then told me the story about like how he and his wife have been like preparing to start a podcast for something like over a year now. And
Sure.
like the whole premise of their podcast is that like she loves anime. He's not familiar with it. Together, they sit down and watch like 4 episodes of an anime together. Him from the perspective of an anime outsider, her from the perspective of an anime insider. And it's like a couple's journey through anime. That's their plan.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already bought like all kinds of nice recording shit. It looks like he showed me like his like a picture of like the fucking mixing board he's purchased, and like these like amazing like mics which have like fucking swing arms on them and like pop screens, and I'm like, holy Christ, it looks like you're about ready to start telling people to not drink the alkaline water. Like
that
like
wasn't kind.
Like
Oh,
this is
shit.
really nice equipment, like just super good, serious equipment, and I understand your desire to, I guess, not fuck it up, but man, you're going to be okay. Please realize that like 95% of all podcasts are created and executed by fuck ups.
Yeah, I really hope no one ever sees my setup.
Even professionals sometimes sound like toasters.
Yep.
It's cool.
Yeah, just fucking get in there. Just jump in the water. You'll be fine.
Just do it.
You're going to be fine. So anyway.
It's more about the host dynamic than anything else.
That is key. It's critical. And he said, like, yeah, I had to listen to a couple of episodes before I realized that Rocky and Tegan weren't dating. So I thought this was hilarious. So I, of course, no,
we don't live in the same state.
Nope, we do not.
All right.
I've never seen your face except on Facebook. And
Except
except on Facebook.
those photos are dated.
All right.
Oh.
And so
Interesting.
I convey this to my co-host via our group chat, and I'm like, lol, I think this is hilarious. At which point Rocky drops this bomb. Rocky, drop the bomb.
Basically, I told him, I was like, yeah, man, like, I talked to people in my area that listen to the show, and, like, there were a couple people, I said there was a person, I lied. There were a couple of people that thought that, like, Brian and Tegan were, like, dating for, like, a year. And I was just like, yeah, guys, like, that's weird, but like, that has nothing to do with us.
And, like, I'm absolutely fucking mystified by this because of, like, 2 things. Bullet point A. We frequently talk about the 3 of us all being in very different fucking places. Bullet point B. It's not like Tegan and I don't, on the show, routinely mention our partners. Like, I know that I have mentioned Beth's name more than once on this show.
Yes.
You know, I'm just like, how does one draw this fucking conclusion? And so then Tegan had the hard-hitting question, which is, where are all the Brian and Rocky ships?
Seriously, who's shipping R&B? I gotta know.
Oh, man, she just slipped that one in there.
We should make a Twitter poll.
It's
the most likely
Rocky.
ship. I'll do it right now, whatever. Like,
Do it. Who do you ship?
who do you ship?
Also, apparently nobody out there is like advocating for like sticky poly mess. Like nobody wants us to get the California King bed.
Oh, we're like 5 years before poly ships become the wave, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Twitter is like 24 months off tops.
Okay. Fucking Persona 5's $20 on Amazon. Get on that, guys.
Yeah, guys, get on it. Jeez. It's not like I didn't wait like a year and a half to get started on it.
Rocky ships Persona 5 with your $20.
I do, honestly.
Oh, goodness. Honestly, it's already worth $20, and I'm, like, not very far into it at all.
So just, like, I'm just absolutely fucking mystified by the idea of, I guess, real human ships.
Oh, yeah. But it's because, like, you know, we're essentially fictional characters in, like, people's minds.
And I guess that's it. You know, and that's one of the things which I guess is, like, because when we're talking about, like, the dynamics that you've mentioned here, the people in question, the ships they're talking about are specifically with the hosts that they are not personally exposed to. Like, my coworker was like, you know, I thought that Rocky and Tegan were a couple. The two people he's not met. The people you're talking about were shipping the two people they haven't met. So it's like, do they just think that the one person they know goes into a room and talks to two fucking imaginary people for like 3 hours?
I mean, we kind of have been for like years.
If I'm figments of your guys' imagination, that's great.
Yeah, it's also an enjoyable
Can one of you imagine me up a better job, please?
Well, I mean, I did make you president of the ESA at one point.
You did. Can I actually do that job? What's the application process?
Well, hold on, wait.
I know more about the ESA than you at this point, and I care about children. Can I be in charge?
Wait, is your method for applying for this job to dunk on them? I know more about.
I know.
Exactly. I'll just be like, yeah, I do a podcast. We dunk on you guys sometimes. I can fix that.
I can make you
undunkable.
Ooh, that sounds attractive to them. I don't know.
I don't know. There's an awful lot that they would have to fuck. Like, Rocky, pretend you're evil for just a second.
Okay, for sure.
Okay. Boss, I found somebody who can be our president that can make us undunkable. We only have to give up the evil stuff.
I do like the evil stuff.
I know you do.
I don't like getting dunked on. It's kind of the worst.
Okay. We'll probably end up organizationally making considerably less money.
Okay, but hold on. What if we let her make us undunkable and then we're evil again?
You just gotta be sneaky about it. Like, really, that's it. If you're sneaky about it, no one cares.
She says we'll be fine if we're sneaky about it.
I'd love to learn how. I'd love to be sneaky someday.
Evidence number one of you're bad at being sneaky is I'm in this room while you're having this conversation.
Oh, fuck.
How did she get in here?
Are you two dating?
How did she get in here? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Perfect. And I'm in.
And she's in. Like hackers.
Man, it has been a minute since I've watched fucking Hackers.
Yeah.
The rollerblade to minute ratio on that movie is right where it needs to be. Like, I'll see Matthew Lillard's, like, tiny pigtails. Top shelf. Top shelf. It's a fine film. I think that is probably at some point going to be an Impossible Coin watch along. It may just be 2 hours of me shouting, holy shit, this movie.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Wow. But, yeah, guys. I just can't fucking, like... I'm sorry, just looking at this, like, these stories of, like, Markiplier and PewDiePie doing a kissing are,
Please
like...
stop. Just let it go. Like, close the window. Be done with it. It's not going to go away. It's just going to get bigger. Like, you're just going to lose your life reading through this stuff.
I don't think you understand. Like the video game YouTuber thing is one thing, but, like, the life vlogger YouTube ship circle is a whole other beast.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Is Jenna Marbles still... Well, she's probably not that big on, like, the shipping trees, but where was she, like, in, like, early 2010s, I guess?
With some of the, like, wackier YouTubers, a little bit, yeah. But it was mostly... It was a lot of, like... people who collaborated often, or like if you found out one YouTuber moved in with another YouTuber. Like when Dan and Phil got a flat together, that exploded like more than usual. And then and before the whole thing with Alex Day, Charlie and Alex were roommates, and that was a whole thing. And then like there was a whole 5 awesome guys ship and a 5 awesome girls ship, and like not just shipping the 2 channels together, but also, like, inter-shipping between the channels, like, with all the characters on them. Characters, they're people. Yeah. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
It was a whole thing.
Man. And here I thought that people saying, like, what if Momo and Utami did a kissing was the bottom of the barrel? No.
Oh, my God.
Bottom of the barrel is clearly the fucking Impossible Coin ships.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the Seiyu ships.
Brian, the bottom of the barrel is something you can't even imagine right now. You don't have the tools to describe it.
You don't. Oh. You don't have enough rope to get there.
Oh, God,
and I've barely glimpsed it.
Oh, Jesus. You were making this sound like the fucking worst Lovecraftian nightmare bullshit.
It is, Brian.
That's what we're trying to warn you.
I have glimpsed darkness. It is bad.
Brian, the true darkness, where light can't get in. Brian, you don't even... I hope you never see it. That's where I'm at, man. I really do.
Thank you, Rocky. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Whew. I guess I played Hearthstone.
How is that, man? How's that going?
Has the meta shaked out yet?
No. Still unstable, which means still fun. So... things that I have added to my catalog of decks include this like goofy heal druid.
Druids seem like they'd be healers, so explain why goofy goes with heal and druid when that sounds standard.
There is a druid legendary that was introduced with this expansion called Lucent Bark. No one ships Lucent Bark with anything.
That you know of.
Let's just assume for just a second no one ships Lucent Bark.
Okay. That's all
right. I'll give you
and
that.
So Lucent Bark is a an 8 mana 4/8. Those stats don't seem great, but Lucent Bark's card text reads when this minion dies, if you restore 5 health, it comes back to life. So if you heal yourself for 5, Lucent Bark comes back to life.
Oh, okay.
So you can like chain res ultimately.
So now Hearthstone has a hope. Now it's a legendary, which means you can only put one of it in your deck.
Right.
Now think about all the different tools that Hearthstone has for duplicating a minion. Like Faceless Manipulator and Gloop Sprayer. So the lulls is to get yourself like 6 Lucent Barks out and to realize that your opponent can only slow you down. The only way, like, the only people who can, like, have the tools to, like, permanently stop this bullshit are, like, anybody who has the ability to, like, mass silence cards, or if you, like, transform the Lucent Bark before you start making copies. Like, Mage could stop it early on if they, like, polymorph your Lucent Bark, but as soon as you start making copies, people are fucked. Because then you're like, hey, I healed for 5, which I can do with 2 mana as a druid. Look, all of my Lucent Barks are alive again. It's super good. And just to, like, watch people, like, desperately trying to kill your Lucent Barks. You're like, that's fine, I healed. They're all back again. And, The ultimate, like, kind of like, fuck you, is, like, the specification is all you have to do is heal for 5. It doesn't say, heal yourself for 5. I especially enjoy healing one of their minions. and be like, yeah, look at me. I healed your minion. All my dudes are back. Surprise. Surprise. Because this is like the ultimate setup for like Savage Roar, where you just give all of your minions +3 on their attack. So you just like be like, yep, my elusive marks are here, and I Savage Roared them, and you're dead now. And I'm further up on ladder than you, because I'm better than you. Goodbye. So that's fun. There's also like a weird warlock archetype I'm kind of fucking with. There's a warlock card now that reshuffles your whole hand into your deck, and then you draw as many cards as you shuffled. Which is kind of weird. So it allows for some interesting possibilities. Like if you pair that card with another card called Solarium, and what Solarium does is it draws 3 cards, and if those cards remain unplayed, then they are discarded. You have to play them by the end of the turn. The other way around that is if those cards are reshuffled into your deck, then they won't be discarded. So if you play Solarium, which makes your hand size bigger by 3, and then play this other card, which reshuffles your entire hand, it's essentially meaning like you're increasing your hand size by 3 without having to worry about playing whatever it is that turn. So it's real good. The one thing I've run into, which is kind of a struggle with that, is there's this whole thing right now with Bomb Warrior where people are putting the bombs in each other's decks. And if you're a warlock who's trying to draw a bunch of cards for lulz, and somebody's put a bunch of bombs into your deck, then yeah, then redrawing your whole... Yeah, exactly. Then redrawing your whole hand is a good way to get murder timed. So, yup. So that's Hearthstone.
Sounds great.
Yep, it's a good time. They relaunched one of the older elusive targets in Hitman. It's a lot easier than I remember, and when the first time around, I remember like this particular elusive target being like incredibly high stress. So I don't know if I'm just better at hitmanning now, or if it is actually easier for some reason. But it's one called The Prince, where the church in Sapienza is like this virtual fortress because of the presence of a cardinal, and you need to kill that cardinal. And everybody can see through most of your disguises, but that's most, and it's not all. And I'm like, all right, how about I put these propane canisters here, and then you die? But I don't know why I remember it being much harder. I'm confused. Rocky.
Yeah.
This document says rom-coms.
Yeah. I forgot what I was actually going to talk about with rom-coms. I mean, I was thinking about Roundabout Jody again recently, and then I got mad about how to lose a guy in 10 days.
Fucking
A. But yeah, I don't remember why I was thinking about rom-coms. Were we talking about rom-coms? Did we do something about that?
Well, I know that you and I fell down a rom-com rabbit hole earlier this week, which was kind of a byproduct of actually talking about the Impossible Coin shipping.
Oh yeah,
that's right. And we kind of fell into this hole of talking about how the Hollywood establishment went from rom-coms being a profitable enterprise that was critically lauded to a total shit show in the space of 15 years.
Right.
Yeah, they went from hey, When Harry Met Sally and Pretty Woman are both Academy Award nominated like record profit movies to like, oh look, Kate Hudson is here again.
I actually looked her up. Like Kate Hudson actually has like something like 15 like actual rom-coms out of like the 25 movies she's done.
Oh god, so bad.
No, I actually read it because I didn't watch it. I read the synopsis for like A Little Bit of Heaven. I think that's what it's called. And like it was like the dumbest thing ever. So like Kate Hudson is like a woman that gets diagnosed with terminal cancer. She's never dated seriously. Apparently that's important. But she gets diagnosed with terminal cancer. But here's a weird thing. Here's a twist. So she goes to sleep, and apparently she meets God, who's Whoopi Goldberg. So shout outs to them. And like
God is Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know why that's weird, but okay.
And like Whoopi Goldberg / God gives Kate Hudson 3 wishes. And none of those wishes are to cure her terminal cancer. You know, like the first one is like for $1 million. The second one is like to fly, and a third one, which is disclosed at the end of the movie. But she has 3 wishes from God, and I was like, "Can you cure my cancer, please?" Like none of that happens, and then the rest of the movie happens, and it's dumb and ridiculous, and it's just God damn it.
No.
I don't know that anyone. Well, okay. If I was also suicidal, if I was suicidal and I had terminal cancer, I don't think I'd wish for my terminal cancer to be cured.
But she wasn't like suicidal. Like she's just like some happy-go-lucky person. Like she works at an ad agency. She basically like does whatever she wants. And when she's told that she has cancer, she's kind of just like, oh, like she doesn't react strongly to it. The doctor apparently says that she reacts to it with like dignity and like grace. But like also she gets like a straight up get out of jail free card, and she's like, nah, I just want $1 million. Wait, she wants $1 million before tax. That's another thing. Because she doesn't even get the $1 million. And then she like takes like flying lessons instead of like, you know, actually learning to fly, which I guess like implies that the whole God meeting thing was a hallucination. But she just like didn't dare to wish to like not have cancer anymore. You know? What the fuck?
Man, there are a lot of rom-coms that she has done.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But like, man, like, and Kate Hudson. Well, I don't know if Kate Hudson's actually done a good rom-com, if we're being honest. But like, there's people like Marisa Tomei out there, and like Sandra Bullock does some pretty decent rom-coms, like post Pretty Woman, because like Pretty Woman. No, that's Julia Roberts. Isn't that Julia Roberts?
That's Julia Roberts.
Dude, I keep doing them like together. Julia Roberts has done a lot of pretty good rom-coms.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the assembled work of Kate Hudson here, and it looks like any movie that she's made that was worth a shit was not a rom-com.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. Oh no, You, Me, and Dupree. Oh fuck.
I don't want to talk about You, Me, and Dupree. I don't want to talk about Owen Wilson ever again, if I can help it.
Wait,
please.
You, Me, and Dupree was directed by the Russo brothers? Are you fucking me?
Oh man.
Oh wow. That's no. Oh, and of course the ubiquitous How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with Matthew McConaughey.
I think I actually watched that. Like, she's actually done like 3 movies with 3 different rom-coms with Matthew McConaughey. Because it was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Fool's Gold, and oh shit, what was the third one?
There he is. He looks sweaty in that one.
He is sweaty in that. I think the term is glistening, Brian.
Dewy.
Dewy.
Lots of women's makeup wants you to feel dewy.
Oh man.
I don't know what it means. I think it just means they want you to use highlighter, but you know.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the use of the word dewy in terms of people.
Oh god.
In a very long time.
She did one with fucking Jason Biggs. Everybody remember Jason Biggs?
No!
Oh, wait, isn't that like My Best Friend's Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
God. Jason Biggs is the guy who fucked a pie in American Pie.
I've never seen American Pie.
Well, there's a guy, he's on the poster, and he fucks a pie.
The end.
Why? What's the point? That's a waste of pie.
Well, no. See, the thing is that Jason Biggs was a young teenage boy in, like, American suburbia who believed he may never have sex, but he was told that, the warm filling of an apple pie may feel like a woman's vagina if you stick your penis in it, and so he did that. And
because he's stupid. He did that because he's stupid.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, this movie also stars Dane Cook because it wants to further date itself.
Yo, do you remember the rom-coms they put Dane Cook in? Like fucking Employee of the Month or fucking what was it? The one with Jessica Alba. Good Luck Chuck. Good Luck Chuck. That the worst thing that could ever happen to this dude is that whenever he has sex with a woman, they break up with them and then immediately find like their life partner. Like, fuck you, Dane Cook. Like, eat a dick. Like, oh, shit. Wasn't it Pamela Anderson in Employee of the Month too? Or no, it wasn't Pamela Anderson. It was. Oh shit! Come on.
It was I got your Employee of the Month cast here. Jessica Simpson.
There we go.
Andy Dick.
An unfortunate name.
Andy Dick. He leaned into it though. He went full comedy. That was his plan.
I just. Oh man, and the poster for Employee of the Month is like, there's Dane Cook. He's leaning on a shopping cart because he's wacky, and like Jessica Simpson is trying to like casually sit in the shopping cart with like a leg draped over the edge, and she's like, "Look, I'm sexy yet accessible," and I'm
sexy
like,
yet accessible.
Yeah,
that's what they were trying to do, Tegan. That's why they had Dane Cook next to her. Like,
Tegan, I don't say this lightly. I'm actually trying to describe what they were attempting to convey, and it makes me want to die. Like,
wait, wasn't Dax Shepard like the villain in that movie?
Yes, he is. Oh and my god, what a pile of the shit.
They had the actor that played Pedro from like Napoleon Dynamite as like Dane Cook's best friend, I think. But like Dane Cook treated him like shit the whole time, and then when he finally got the car that he wanted, which is like apparently the only goal he had in his entire life, he figured he was too cool for Dane Cook, and he told Dane Cook to eat shit, which was like one of the better parts of the movie, if we're being honest.
I would love to tell Dane Cook to eat shit.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Is this the movie poster?
Yeah.
This is the movie poster.
What the heck?
Tegan, this was a real movie they did in the 2000s.
What?
Because Dane Cook wanted that like rom-com money, and he was like an edgy comedian, so they put him against like blonde American sweethearts and shit, and hopefully it would pan out. Spoiler, it didn't. Like,
it really didn't. Really did not.
I mean, I realize that 2019 is not the time or place to be trying to figure out what the fuck Dane Cook even was. But,
yeah, we got other things. We got bigger problems.
He was big, and then he was just gone.
But honestly, like, I think that like once we slow the world's global carbon footprint and fucking like maybe ensure that people have access to housing and food and medical care, we should figure this Dane Cook shit out. Like,
that sounds like fun to me, man.
Oh my fucking god!
I honestly, you know, I legitimately blame Dane Cook for ruining Jessica Alba's like acting career. I mean, to be fair, Jessica Alba wasn't that great of an actress. She was just really pretty. But like doing Good Luck Chuck just seemed like a terrible idea. Like, I don't know who signed off on that.
Her marketing team, probably.
I
Her
guess.
manager.
I guess like, and also like Jessica Alba's character had like, you know, like an interesting like plot line. Like she wasn't like a baker or like a teacher. Like she was a marine biologist.
Was she a candlestick maker?
Shut up. And like, she was a childhood goth who put a curse on Dane Cook and who later grew up to become a marine biologist, which seems like an interesting character.
Wait. Somebody asks, all right. This is harder to wrap my mind around than real life ships.
Okay.
Somebody's asking me, the audience, to accept Dane Cook as a marine biologist.
No. Dane Cook, fuck, I don't even remember if Dane Cook actually has a job in that movie. But, like, Jessica Alba was the marine biologist.
Okay. All right.
Dane Cook, the marine biologist. Oh god, that actually sounds horrifying.
I mean, there's a certain level of disbelief I'm willing to put up with going into a movie. That is not it.
Yeah,
no,
it's a bridge too far.
I'm pretty sure Dane Cook was unemployed in that movie. He might not have been, but like, I don't think it really mattered.
Man. Gentle listener, I'm now speaking directly to you, Mr. Oklahoma. Oklahoma, you've been with us now for 2 years and change.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If there's one thing I want you to take away from this show, Mr. Oklahoma, it's fuck Dane Cook. Fuck him. He sucks. He's bad. Now, if you've gotten more than one thing from this show, I'm really glad. But please make sure that one of the things that you take from this show is that. Fuck Dane Cook.
Well, I think that was actually the moral of, like, Good Luck Chuck. Like, they wanted people to fuck Dane Cook. Because then afterwards, once they broke up, they only had to do it once, but then they end up with their soulmate. That was the entire premise of Good Luck Chuck. They made a whole movie about it, Brian. Someone paid millions of dollars to make that movie. Like, bruh.
Who's that new Dane Cook they got?
Oh, fuck, there's a new Dane Cook.
Yeah, there's like this new Dane Cook they got. Like he's like, okay, we realized that, with Dane Cook 1.0, he was too conventionally handsome, and so what he does is he just makes that like smarmy douchebag face constantly, and so there's not enough time for Dane Cook to work in your bloodstream before you die, and so you just go to the doctor. So they had to like go get like schlubby Dane Cook. New schlubby Dane Cook is this actor Adam Devine. That's his name.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
But like, okay, so
Adam Devine.
I actually liked Adam Devine in Happy Endings, but that was definitely more about the writing than like that guy. I think I saw him do a movie with the actress that played Alita in Battle Angel Alita. Oh no, Divine's different. Oh my god, that's the guy from the Pitch Perfect stuff.
Yes, he is.
Oh no,
yes,
he is new Dane Cook.
He is the new fucking Dane Cook. I wasn't even kidding.
I know. I need to take a shower, dude. Like, oh my god,
I need to take a shit. Like,
he's in Modern Family.
Wait, is he in Modern Family?
He is. He's Andy.
Okay.
I don't know anything about any of these things, but like, okay.
Well, I mean, that's a good check for him since he spent like 8 years doing Workaholics? 6 years.
And the Ice Age series.
I watched this Adam Devine movie that came out last year on Netflix, and like it made me real angry.
Is it Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates?
No, that's not a Netflix original. And honestly, like there was enough stuff going on in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates that like Adam Devine was not able to single-handedly ruin that movie.
Okay.
That movie was like, hey, look, we've got Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza and Zac Efron. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like,
yeah, okay, fine. I feel that.
But like, I watched this movie called Game Over, Man.
That sounds awful.
And like, the premise was like, okay, what if the characters in Die Hard were like housekeeping? And then I watched it, and it was like one of the most infuriating and terrible movies I've ever fucking seen.
Jesus.
Like, I was...
Oh, I like Anna Kendrick. I had to Google who she was.
She's pretty
I'm like,
great.
oh yeah, that face. I like that face. I've seen that face in a couple movies, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then, like, I watched this, like, other Netflix movie, and I had to wonder, like, why is Adam Devine on the big Netflix, like, money train? And he made this movie called When We First Met, which is a rom-com.
Oh, God.
Where, like, Adam Devine discovers a photo booth that allows him to, like, travel through time.
Oh, wait. No, I think I have seen that before.
Yeah, and it's, like, him trying to get Alexandria Daddario to fall in love with him by time travel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this movie is creepy AF. Like,
oh, dude. Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the end of the movie...
I don't think time travel will let someone fall in love with you unless you also take them time traveling.
Well, no, the idea is that he would keep going back and, like, try to rewrite the timeline until he got one that stuck, and he'd stay there.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Total creepiness. And he... Jeez. And they try and, like, bail themselves out of this whole movie premise by, like, having in, like, the last 5 minutes of the movie, him go, like, you know what? I guess we're just not meant to be in love. And instead, I'm supposed to be in love with this other, like, really hot chick who's been in this movie this whole time.
Fuck off!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already mad. Like,
Yep.
ugh.
Yep. Yep. Welcome to this movie's premise.
Welcome to the movie, Rocky! Better late than never.
Man, like, I remember seeing it because, like, you know, I like rom-coms. I watch those. I do that a lot. But, like, I remember seeing this and I'm like, no, I don't want to watch this. This looks bad. This looks awful. It's going to hurt my soul. And it hurt my soul anyway. I didn't even watch it, Brian.
Well, guys, the word on the street is that we're a video game podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's
We're
talk about
not a
video games.
rom-com podcast, are you sure?
Well,
Sometimes we are a rom-com podcast. Tegan?
Mm-hmm.
You have a bullet point here that is a cry for help?
Yeah, I don't know how to relax.
Listeners, please communicate to us the hottest relaxing strats for Tegan.
Please,
Yeah.
please. Like, I've already done... Here's what I've done so far in my bid to relax. I've had a nice hot bath with a Lush bath bomb. That lasted all of, like, 20 minutes, and then all the water got cold, and I got sad, so I had to get out. And that wasn't very fun. And then I sat on the floor for 2.5 hours and watched Sesame Street shorts. And then I sat on the floor and stared absently at the wall for a while. Like, I don't know what to do.
Note to listeners, your answers should not include smoke drugs.
Oh yeah, please don't do that. I can't smoke drugs because I have asthma.
Right, right.
I mean, and also it's illegal, but you know. The other thing I've done is I've managed to turn watching anime into a job.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm trying to finish every anime that I've started. So, like, last weekend I did all the anime that I only had 1 or 2 episodes left to watch on. And now I'm going with stuff that I've stopped partway through the season, and I'm going to finish all of that this weekend. Oops.
So, yes, Tegan needs your help, listener. Please, please, please.
Give me your tips.
Yes.
And your tricks.
The tricks are for kids.
Their shapes again! Did you see their shapes again?
Did
you see their shapes again?
I didn't see that, no.
The tricks are back in shapes!
Well, that's good.
That's the best.
I do like the shapes.
It is
They're
the
just
best.
trying to cut costs.
They
didn't want to put shapes before.
I think the
Because
problem is
apparently
that,
nobody
like,
wants to buy a box of fuck it circles.
Yeah, right. If you wanted to buy a box of fucking circles, you could get the fruit Cheerios.
Or Kicks.
Oh yeah, or Kicks. I guess Kicks work.
Aren't Kicks fuck it spheres?
I guess, yeah, that's true.
People buy good cereal. If you learn 2 things from this show, it's fuck Dane Cook and buy good cereal.
Yep.
Ugh.
Might I recommend the Reese's Puff cereal? Does good. Them good. Do you want to do the news?
Why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's me! I have the first one. So... Guys.
Yo.
Is that Cerny? Wait, before I go in, is that
It's Cerny. It's Cerny.
It's
Okay.
Cerny. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, guys. Mark Cerny has given us some details on the next PlayStation. Dun dun dun!
Is it called the PS5?
Probably. Maybe not. They haven't said for sure. But they did tell us that it will be backwards compatible. But only because it's going to share the same architecture as the PS4. And they told us it's not going to be out in 2019. But it is going to have more powerful hardware with focuses on ray tracing, 3D audio, and faster load times.
That's cool.
What's 3D audio, though?
Like, with headphones. So, like, you get, like, left, right, but also, like, they basically...
Like surround sound audio?
Kind of. Yeah, but you don't need 8 speakers. They just, like, mix it in a certain way so that you can get, like, a 3-dimensional span of, like, sound.
Yeah. That's boring. I want my sound to make shapes.
I don't know what that
Why
means.
can't my sound make shapes? That's what 3D is. Where's that Z-plane experience? Come on.
I think that's what it means. For example, like in Monster Hunter, there's 3D audio. And if there's a monster walking above you, like behind you to your left, that's how it'll sound in the headphones. Like it's not just a generic sound around you. Like you can pinpoint where it's coming from.
Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'd like it to not, because that sounds like a bad time.
So, guys, I'm looking at some of these things about the PS5, which Sony felt inclined to share.
Sure.
Yeah.
8-core AMD 7nm Zen 2. Ray tracing support, AMD Navi GPU.
You're still saying like a bunch of words that I don't understand.
That's true.
He's talking about hardware right now.
I don't know anything about hardware.
SSD storage.
Oh, I know what that is. That's the only thing I know. Like, I read the entire thing and I'm just like, I don't know what any of this is. Is it gonna look better? Probably. Is it gonna load faster? Heck yeah. And like, I'm like, cool. That's it.
Native support for PSVR, which means no longer having to have an idiot breakout box attached to your console.
That's good.
Exciting.
Backwards compatibility for PS4, not earlier consoles.
Yeah, that's a little garbage.
8K support. So, I look at some of the stuff that it's doing, especially like the native ray tracing, the AMD core, the SSD. Rocky, are you familiar with Let's Make a Deal or The Price is Right?
Yeah, dude, I grew up watching The Price is Right. Okay.
What are you thinking this thing is going to come in at price-wise? Based on like what they're talking about as far as specs.
Okay, is this the Bob Barker answer or the Drew Carey answer?
Oh, give me the Bob Barker.
Damn, if it's the Bob Barker answer, I'm gonna say $599.
Yeah. That's exactly where I'm at. Like, I'm looking at these specs and I'm like, there's no way you're releasing this thing for $400. Just none.
Funny thing is that, like, Sony is saying that it'll come in at a very affordable price. But, like, who knows if that'll actually happen.
And I suspect that, like, what's going to happen is that they're going to, like, my guess is, here's what happens. Is, like, it's a Sony conference room. There's some Sony mins in it. And they're like, hey, do you remember that time that we released a console for $600 and it completely shit the bed?
Let's do that again.
And they're like, well, $600 is very different than when the PS3 was released. What with inflation and all, like $600 is less money now.
I forgot what I think I'm trying to remember, but I think what they said about the $600 price point for the PS3 was that, like, it's actually just a very affordable Blu-ray player. And I'm like, well, shit, man. Like, that's not what I'm trying to buy here.
Right.
I'm a game console.
Right. And it feels like, something that we've talked about this show a lot during the last year is the idea of Sony reaching peak hubris. Sony having no idea that they're alienating their audience, or that they're making decisions based on the idea that they're so far ahead that they can just do whatever they want and still win.
But they're not.
Yeah, they're not. They're really fucking not. And I look at these specs and I go, this is a $600 box. This is a $600 box. This might even be a $700. I think it's more likely that's a $600 box. Just based on like the amount of these things that they'll be like manufacturing to meet the demand for their initial load. If this box came out today, it'd be a $700 box, but I think that Q4 next year, it's a $600 box. But like, fuck, guys, this is a $600 box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I think they're going to try to do, and this is based on the idea that they are leaning on hardware immediately. I think what they want to do is try to sell this as like a PC minus, where their competitive space isn't versus like the normal consoles, because the normal consoles are just like a quarter of the game now, and instead they're competing with like people who want to get into high-end PC gaming / like VR gaming via like the Vive and whatnot, or the Oculus, but like don't want to shell out $1,200 for a PC. Like, I think that's what they're targeting with this. Their advantage in that market is the infrastructure and the services that they offer, like PS Now, PS View, and like PS Plus, rather than like buying a $1,200 box and then like engaging with Steam or Epic. I think that's what they would want to do here. I don't think they're worried about Nintendo. And like the funny thing is that Microsoft tried to do that 10 years ago and it didn't work out for them. But maybe Sony thinks they have something different now that they have these services in place.
So,
I mean, but
it's all right. So, like, let's say what I wanted was a performance PC.
Sure.
If I wanted a performance PC, then at $600, especially since the bottom is falling out of the cryptocurrency market, meaning that like graphics card prices are coming back down.
Mm-hmm.
I can reasonably put together a better PC for $600 than your $600 fucking game console. And this is where it, like, if that is Sony's play, it is backwards ass yesterday thinking.
Sure, but this is the part that I feel like needs to be highlighted. Like, this thing comes with built-in VR support. And then, like, the headset for, like, VR is, like, $100-something now? Like, they've been bringing that down. So if you wanted to build a performance PC, and you could build a performance PC that could play those games for $600, but, like, for the higher spec stuff, for, like, an enthusiast build, you're usually going to ring somewhere around $800. And if you're going to add, like, a Vive or an Oculus to it, that's usually another, like, $300 on top of that. Right. So, like, you'd end up fighting, like, a $1,100 build for like a VR capable high performance PC, or you pay $700 for something that's a little less powerful but like play the same software, presumably. Like, the only difference is that like if there were exclusives on Steam that didn't end up on PSVR, that may become an issue. But if Sony, positions their account managers the right way, they could end up with some sort of parity on that market. I mean, I'm not saying I'm down. I'm just saying this looks like a plan, not especially good one, but definitely something that they could be trying to do.
So, something I think that they need to be mindful of is that the average consumer is wary of additional features that they have no plan to use. And all they have to do is look at Microsoft's launch last gen, or I guess this gen, where Microsoft was like, hey, look, our box is $500. Not even as expensive as this thing looks. Our box is $500,
right? And
you have to get a Kinect with it. You have to get a Kinect. The Kinect is in the box. And there were a lot of people when that console launched who were like, man, fuck this Kinect. Fuck it.
True.
And the Kinects just weren't built to be used all the time, and they started burning out. Like, there are GameStops across this country which are littered with dead Kinects because those things just fucking die. I have a dead Kinect in my house. They suck. And Microsoft was like, gee, what if we sold these things without the fucking Kinect? And all of a sudden their sales increase. They're like, well, we're baffled. But
my favorite thing about it is when they change stuff and then they're like, we're baffled. Garbage.
And to be fair, like, one of the things that Microsoft did there was, like, swap out an executive. Like, they got rid of fucking Don Matrick, who went off to Zynga to, like, help people Farmville.
Bankrupt themselves.
Yeah, and brought in, like, cool dad Phil Spencer to that executive role, who was like, why the Kinect? Why? And I look at Sony, who's like, okay, well, what if the thing came VR ready and had, like, super fast loading times because we have an SSD? And I just want to think about a whole culture of gaming where you have a generation of gamers who grew up with disk-based loading times. Like, there are people younger than us who have never been exposed to, like, a cartridge environment with, like, low loading times.
Yeah.
Where
you could, like, go make a sandwich before your game was done.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, people who, if you say to them, like, this game is going to load in 10 to 15 seconds, don't care, that sounds fine. The game will load in 10 to 15 seconds. And they're like, well, what if we told you this? What if the whole console cost $100 more, but it came with a hard drive that would make it load in less than a single second? I think that there's a percentage of people who would say, I don't make a lot of money, and I would like to spend that $100 on games, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think most people would say, I don't have a lot of money, because I don't know. Have you seen this economy?
In this economy?
A lot of money in this economy?
Right.
Oh, man.
One of the things that it's very obvious that one of the things that's happening at E3 is that Cool Dad is going to walk out and talk about the new Xbox. Yeah. That is what everybody's getting out of the way of it. You know, the writing is on the wall. We've known it for months. It's probably part of the reason why Sony, A, got out of E3, and B, did this announcement now, so that way when Microsoft announces the new Xboxes, Sony will already have details out there. But what we know about, like, the next Xbox family of products is launching in 3 configurations: streaming box only, entry-level hardware, enthusiast hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see somebody offering a single hardware solution now, you know, at launch, that feels short-sighted. Like, you know, the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X might have felt weird at the time. Like, it's like, oh, this is kind of a strange thing. But now they feel like things that should just be part of a console launch. like cycle. Like why not launch with these things? Like why not launch with like tiered pricing that allows the most people possible, to participate in your ecosystem? Like, why are you chasing away customers? There are people who cannot fucking afford a $600 box with like an SSD hard drive that is VR ready. And I guarantee you that so many of those people who can't shell out that $600 don't give a shit about a 10 to 15 second loading time. And also don't want to fuck with VR. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of look at like where, Sony is positioning this, and it feels like they are counting on the fact that $600 in 2020 money is not what it was, in 2009. And that feels like a bad call.
It's not a great call, no.
No, it is not. Like, is my read on this wrong? I just want to make sure that, like, because I read this, like, when I read these specs, my take was like, oh, Sony's learned nothing.
I mean, it definitely feels like that. But also, I don't know. I'm not entirely sold. Like, I'm not sold on any piece of hardware because of the hardware. That's just
right.
That's just how I've been wired. And so, like, I saw the numbers, like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I guess. And, like, that was it. Like, I'm not excited. But I guess I'm also not mad at Sony either. Like, I just don't care at the moment.
Yeah. And admittedly, Rocky, like, the context I thought about it was, like, the way it translated to the customer experience. Yeah. Which is lots of dollars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's my question.
Yep.
If I get myself a Stadia machine, and I see someone streaming a PS exclusive game, I'm gonna be able to play it, right?
Maybe not always. Like, I think specifically, like, the game needs to be available on Stadia.
Yeah.
But if PlayStation has a PS exclusive, then, like, you won't be able to, like, press the button and stream.
Right. So there's not going to be no God of War 2 Norse Boogaloo for you.
Aww.
Because that's going to be on Sony hardware only. Just like there won't be any, Mario, It's a Me doing a jumping on your Stadia. Like, exclusives are still a big deal, in as much as, like, good software is fun, and so, like, that incentivizes people to buy hardware, which I think speaks to Rocky's point that, like, numbers alone are not exciting. Part of what Sony has going for them is a strong catalog of IP, people. I guarantee you that Nathan Drake is going to be jumping on a fucking thing on this thing within 2 years.
I would be interested in, like, a fully VR, or at least fully VR capable Shadow of the Colossus. But, like, Last of Us 2 and, like, imagine if Death Stranding ends up being a VR product.
Yeah.
Not like a pure VR product, but, like, something that you could play entirely in VR, just in that wacky ass world.
That'd be cool.
I mean, at the very least, we can assume at this point that Death Stranding is going to be cross-generational, because there's no fucking way that game comes out this year.
Yeah, true.
Like, it will I think the most likely scenario is that there will be two different versions of Death Stranding. There will be the PS4 version and the PS5 version, like so many, like, end of console products. But part of, like, selling do you guys remember what sold the PS4 when the PS4 launched? Because let's go back and look at PS4 launch titles, shall we?
Is it Promises of Kingdom Hearts? Because I'm pretty sure that's what sold it. Promises of Kingdom Hearts.
Promises of Kingdom Hearts. They lied for so long.
They did.
Okay, here's our PS4 launch titles. Your PS4 launch titles include the following super exciting fun games. Here's what was out on day one.
TM.
Flow. Flower. Those were both PS3 ports. Sound Shapes. Escape Plan. Resogun. Knack. Fucking Knack. Killzone Shadowfall. Third-party exclusives. I'm sorry, not third-party exclusives. Third-party titles that day included no exclusives. And they included Angry Birds Star Wars, Assassin's Creed 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, FIFA 14, Battlefield 4, Just Dance 2014, Injustice Gods Among Us, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Madden 25, and NBA 2K14. What sold the PS4 that first Christmas was indie games.
Yeah, like Octodad.
Yep, like people bought the PS4 because those first few years, Sony courted the indie market hard. And even if like major developers were like still ramping up, because remember how like major companies thought that like game consoles were dead, and like so as a result, software developers didn't really ramp up PS4 and Xbox One development until like the consoles had been out for like 6 months. We're like, oh shit, people want to buy boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
But that first vanguard of like stuff to interest customers was indies. And I look at where Sony has been over the last few years, where like they've deprioritized indies. They've focused in on VR. They've backed away from like backwards compatibility as a priority. And now they've got a $600 box. And I'm pretty sure that what we're going to be doing on this show in like 16 months is doing an episode which will probably be titled like Sony Sucks the Tits or something. And just like looking at like a Sony launch, which is a total clusterfuck because they're like, hey, look, you can load the new Killzone quick. I'm like, I don't want to play Killzone, fuckers. Like, I don't. No one does. No one wants to play Killzone.
I want to petition for that episode to be called Sony Openly Embraces the Tit. I probably won't remember in 16 months, but I want it here. So someone else can remind me.
Fair, good. In summary, come on, guys. You can't just hang your shit on like numbers. You can't just like come up with specs and go like, see, the debate is ended. Because I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is in 2 months, the three of us are going to get on the mic and we're all going to be super excited about what Microsoft is going to announce, because they have been putting the pieces in place for like the last 3 years. Slowly but surely. Just like a little announcement here, little announcement there. Little shift in business culture here, little shift in business culture there. Like, it's... Come on, Sony. Like, fucking pay attention to what's going on around you.
They don't wanna. They want to put their heads in the sand or in piles of money they presume they're going to have.
Oh. Rocky.
Yeah.
What's this about a robot?
Well, first of all, I think that might be a slur in a couple of years. But the OpenAI, which has been learning to play Dota for the past couple of years, have played millions of games, including games against some of the pros in the world, played against the world champion team OG in Dota 2 last week.
Uh-huh.
They had a few limitations, like they couldn't use the full roster, mostly because some of the characters actually have like minions that they could summon, and they presume that the AI would be able to micromanage the minions better than any human player.
That's fair. That's a fair call.
They also made it so that the AI was actually split into 5 different characters, 5 different players that could not communicate. So like the AI wasn't able to communicate across the 5 characters. They were basically like put in like black boxes alone. OpenAI's reaction time was artificially slowed down to like within human limits, just so like it wasn't just like the game like outmaneuvering everything because like it could react faster. They actually streamed the games live, and the first game seemed pretty even about like 19 minutes in. And like the human team actually had like a small gold advantage, but like the AI had like territorial control of the map. And then they won one of the team fights, and like they ended up like trading kills, but they got 3 kills and they lost one themselves. And the game still looked really close, but the AI disagreed, and it announced that it had a 95% chance of winning. And then, like, after they made that declaration, like, they basically blew them up in the next 5 minutes. And the second game went even quicker. So the bots went 2-0, and it wasn't close. But the funny thing about it is that the bots seem to, like, well, they don't play like people, but they don't seem to gather, like, certain game mechanics that are really important, or at least that most players find important, like last hitting to, like, stack up a gold advantage. And they don't really know what's going on when people are pulling, which is, like, the act of taking, like, minion waves and guiding them in a manner so they never actually end up in front of the opponent. So they have to walk into Fog of War to, like, find, like, the minions that they need to rely on for gold. Mm-hmm. But even then, they seem, it seems that their strongest element is that, like, when one of them goes into fight, even though they can't communicate, the other 4 immediately, like, go offensive. So, like, it seems like the AI is able to, like, implicitly, like, trust that an engagement is good, and they'll always go in and, like, blow up someone. And so it's really weird, but it seems that the AI knows how to play the game since they just beat, like, the best players in the world. And so the developers of OpenAI is now opening it up for other people to play. You can sign up at the OpenAI site for a turn to play with or against the AI to, you know, test your stuff or just, like, figure out how the AI plays the game. What do you guys think about this?
Man. So, I'm not sure. Because, like, on one hand, like, when I hear the stuff about, like, and here's the various ways that we, like, hamstrung the
AI.
The AI, I'm just like, okay, isn't all video game AI design figuring out how to make your goal feel difficult but truly be attainable? Like, even going back to, like, the way you would like, win in one player Pong, just that, like, you know, like, every 4 paddle returns, you know, like, the paddle is, like, 10% off, so that way eventually the paddle loses just because of the incremental shift and, like, where it is when it returns the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching video games to lose is a thing that has been going on for some time. And, like, I think that, and this might just be grumpy old man shit, like, I don't think I'm no longer impressed by teaching AI how to play games. Because, like, I get it. Like, computing power far exceeds a human's ability and capacity for rational thought and action, which means that, like, if you give the robot and I know I'm being wrong.
I want to see the AI team fucking crush humans.
Yeah.
I want to see an implicit victory in ways that we could never imagine.
Right. Exactly.
I think that
Tegan.
would be 1, way more fun, and 2, way more interesting.
Right. Just any kind of AI design at this point, like, is going to create something which is going to be able to whip the person. Like, there's nothing. I'm trying to remember the last time that, like, a human beat, like, a real human beat a real AI at chess.
AI. Yeah.
It was like, it was Kasparov, Deep Blue.
Mm-hmm.
And when was the last time Kasparov beat Deep Blue? Okay. Oh, thankfully, there's a Wikipedia entry on Kasparov versus Deep Blue.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's an important event.
Yeah. So in 96, yeah, so in 96, Kasparov beat Deep Blue 4-2. And in 97, when there was a rematch, Deep Blue beat Kasparov 3.5 to 2.5. So that's like over 20 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't, and since then we've been doing shit like, have you guys watched any of the videos of like teaching AI to play Super Mario Brothers?
No.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, like that's a whole thing. Like, just throw an AI in the pool and just be like, okay, here's the inputs, learn how to play this game. That's interesting because like you kind of see it like testing the space, figuring out what the rules are of Super Mario Brothers, and then it being the best at Super Mario Brothers because it figures out the rules. And that's kind of where I'm like, it feels like a novelty attraction to me. It feels like a thing a carny would be like, hey, pay a nickel and watch the AI fight a man. You know, just like.
Okay. So like my interest in this story isn't really on the entertainment aspect. I mean, while it is like interesting to watch like the best people lose at something, sure. Like, but the thing is that's interesting to me is that OpenAI like learned this really complex game that's like not quite as complex as chess. I think there are more states in chess than there are in like say Dota, at least in a real like competitive environment.
Right.
However, the interesting thing is that the OpenAI beat the best team in the world without playing like them, which tells us that there are more ways to play this game. There are more adaptive schemas that aren't based on simply like rote overpowering a person.
Right.
You know what right? So
yeah.
What I'm really interested in is like letting AI learn these types of like games or complicated processes and see how people can adapt their schema to like learn to play better. Cause like it's different if what the computer is actually doing is just doing the hard math every single time and they're doing it so fast that people can never do the math that fast. But what I'm guessing, because like this is the result of it playing these games over times and times again, is that they've just developed better rules than us. If we can learn from those rules, we can arguably think in different directions that maybe like that maybe AI haven't considered, and we can use that to progress the development of play. Because I mean, sure, like we may never have like reflexes that can respond in game faster than like PCs can because they're not limited by physical processes. But the idea that the strategy is evolving to a point and in different directions than we've previously considered may be a valuable point in terms of like learning how to play games or solving really complex problems.
I still want to see a team get absolutely dominated because of the math.
Right. Well,
like, I understand, like, that's really cool, and it'd be neat if there was a way to, like, have, like, other teams analyzing it to figure out what it's doing, and then try to implement afterwards. But I also want to see a team just get utterly decimated because the computer is so much better at the rules.
Tegan, you gotta watch this video, because it's actually really crazy.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, I watched the match, and it really did look even, like, 19 minutes in. And, it, like, when you watch the second match or the first one, you realize that the reason it was so close for 19 minutes is because they were being cautious. Is because they weren't sure what they were really gonna do. And then, like, once they figured out, oh, they're going to do this and this, this and this, and they just, like, roasted them the second time. And it's just like, oh my God. It's a good video. Like, it's definitely, like, meaningful in that sense. But what I want to see AI, like, take something that doesn't make sense. Like, the same way that, like, Melee players, like, took Ice Climbers and figured out, like, wobbling and desyncing. Where, like, they just, like, take some weird shit that, like, well, they take, like, a character that people figure, like, isn't really useful because it doesn't play like everything else and show us a completely new way to play. Like, that's the stuff I really like to see. Or, like, when people figured out that, like, Falcon's Knee and Melee had, like, a sweet spot and, like, you could use that to KO even from really low percents if you just landed that particular spot. And, like, that's something that people don't know unless, like, they can literally look at the hitboxes, which you don't see, like, in normal, casual, or even most competitive play. But, like, the computer can figure out, oh, God, like, if I hit at this particular spot, I hit them a lot further than I initially could. And then they build that into a strategy, and all of a sudden, this is, like, a top 5 character. Like, I think, like, the way that, like, AI is able to shift the meta is interesting to me. And I'd like to see more of that. Because I love shifting metas. Those things are cool.
I feel like the dark future I see for AI and games is once developers get to a place where they think that they can do it and nobody's going to be the wiser. Imagine dropping into a multiplayer game and not knowing that your teammates are all robots.
Robots!
Oh, that'd be real sad.
Yep. And I think that
that would only work well if they also have personalities afterwards, so when you fuck up, they start swearing at you in the chat.
Like, imagine if, like, Apex, like, basically ran, like, AI teammates that just didn't talk on mic, but they still, like, pinged and whatnot. And, like, so it seemed like someone was, like, actively playing with you. They just don't feel like talking, but it turns out they're just AI.
There has definitely been a, there is a group of conspiracy theorists out there that already believe that this is part of the reason that Nintendo doesn't have better voice chat integration at the system level for their online services. So that way they're able to supplement their online player bases with robots. Like, don't believe that your Splatoon teammate is a human. And I'm like, man.
Those sound like the same people that, like, try to tell me that birds aren't real.
Wait, these people exist. Somebody tried to tell you that about birds?
Brian, you haven't heard about this? Okay, there's a special flavor of, like, conspiracy theorists that believe that there haven't been real birds since the late 70s. That all birds are actually just, like, essentially drones or, like, machines that are designed to surveil the country.
Oh my fucking God.
No, like, these people are real. And, like, they're legitimately insane. And they'll ask you dumbass questions like, have you seen a real bird? And I'm like, dude, what? Like,
have you not seen a real bird?
No, there's like, that's not a bird. You can't prove it. And like, they like literally want you to like shoot one out of the sky and cut it open so you can show them that there's flesh or some shit. Like, it's so stupid.
The CIA assassinated John Kennedy after he refused to kill and replace billions of birds with drones.
There it is.
The U.S. government has sequestered a team of Boeing engineers in Area 51 for a secret military mission.
Yep.
Why Boeing? Why Boeing?
Because they make planes. And so they'd have the technology to make them
smaller. Like, no one
smaller.
else makes planes. No one else makes planes, only Boeing.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh my Jesus.
The CIA took out 12 billion feathered fugitives because directors within the organization were annoyed with birds. Birds were then eradicated between 1959 and 1971.
There it is.
Fuck it, the internet is canceled. Like,
You know what? Okay, if fucking birds were eradicated from the earth, then why the fuck do they start screaming at 4:30 in the morning? Like, please. Please, there's no way the government programmed all the birds to start chirping incessantly at 4:30 in the morning.
Could someone please fucking tell my windshield that birds are fake?
Oh no, that's the new nano machines. They have explanations for that too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So
Brian,
bird shit is nano machines.
Yeah, that's what they argue, Brian. I swear to God. Like, I wish I was making this up. I really do. Cause like, I could have read a sci-fi novel about this and like become rich, but then like someone's gonna take it. It's like actual propaganda. And then like,
write a novel, present it as actual propaganda. Write a novel about the effects of your novel.
Oh no.
Jesus, yes.
I'm so
Make
scared.
meta money.
Meta money. Can I put it in my meta bank? Can I use it to pay my meta bills?
Can. Yes, absolutely.
Please don't use MetaBank. I will find you suspicious if you do.
All the meta bankers are secretly hunkered down in the Department of Treasury.
Okay. Like, fuck it.
I'm sorry I had to share that bird stuff with you guys, man.
God. Hey, who wants to talk about Capcom?
That was hilarious.
Well, sure, let's talk about Capcom. What are they doing now?
They're building robots. Tiny robots that will go into your machines.
All right. Capcom has apparently earned Rocky's ire.
Oh, yes.
They have announced the Capcom Home Arcade, which is a big-ass two-player arcade stick that looks like the Capcom logo.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be about $250, $260.
Yep.
And it's going to have 12 games on it.
16, I think, actually.
Oh, okay, 16 games. So it's yeah, it's apparently controversial for a few reasons. One of which I'm on board with, one of which I'm not on board with.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a problem with commercial enterprises rating open source emulators when convenient. Just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do this.
They really are.
Yeah, like this is not the first time this has happened.
Mm-mm.
This is not the first company to do this.
Mm-mm.
This behavior is never good.
Nope.
They joined the long list of companies which have stolen other people's emulators, in such hallowed company as Sega, Nintendo, Sony. Jesus.
Yep.
And the other reason it's really drawing people's ire is this thing's $260, and the dollar, I guess the dollar value to game total seems to like be not sitting well with people. The games that are on this thing are as follows: 1944, Alien vs. Predator, Armored Warriors, Capcom Sports Club, Captain Commando, Cyberbots, Darkstalkers, Eco Fighters, Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts, Giga Wing, Mega Man the Power Battle, Faux Gear, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Strider, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. And here is the part where I defend this thing.
Sure, go for it.
So, unlike a lot of, like, nostalgia boxes, this nostalgia box has Wi-Fi in it.
Mm-hmm.
The various Nintendo nostalgia boxes and the Sony nostalgia box and the upcoming Sega nostalgia box, none of those had a native way in the thing for it to talk to the internet. They were designed to be like a closed box. This Capcom thing wants to talk to the internet. I can only assume that this Capcom thing wants to talk to the internet so that way they can sell you additional games. Which I'm on board with. Like, otherwise there's no reason to include Wi-Fi in the device. Like, if they're not planning on that, then why in the world would they add Wi-Fi to it? But arcade sticks are expensive anyway. Like, Rocky, how much is a good arcade stick going to run somebody?
About $150.
Right. Okay. So, if you put together a good arcade stick, which is designed for a 2-player setup, then that sounds like an expensive proposition from the get-go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So where's the fucking problem?
Okay. Well, one, so far the only thing they've talked about with Wi-Fi is that they're going to use it for online leaderboards. There's not even online, like, combat. Like, you can't play against other people online. You can only compare scores, which is the base functionality for the Wi-Fi. They haven't mentioned anything else, and maybe because it's in the works, but also maybe not. Also, like, these are two, like, gnarly huge, fight sticks, which you can't plug into anything else. So, like, you're buying it simply to play, like, this nostalgia box, and if I'm buying 2 Hori sticks, like, I want to be able to play something else with them. Like, I should be able to at least be able to jerry-rig, like, my box into, like, a Street Fighter 4 setup or some shit, you know? Like, but I can't. Like, it's not an option that's available to me. So they want me to pay $260, which is a little less than the 2, like, fight sticks, but, like, on their end, it's like the fight stick parts, and I don't think they had to relicense any of the new games, and they didn't develop a new emulator. They basically, like, made the Capcom logo and used an open source emulator, and it's powered by micro USB power. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it doesn't seem like a get to me. Like, I mean, I would love to play Super Street Fighter Turbo 2 again, and playing AVP sounds fun, even though I can't play 3-player AVP, which is, like, how the box was essentially made up. But, like, I don't know, dude, I'm not down. Like, this, it feels like other, like, half-assed Capcom nonsense that I've become familiar with in the past decade.
I hear all of that, and it's possible that, I'm being blinded by some things which are going on here.
Sure.
For example, there has literally never been a legal way to play AVP at home.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, that is a thing which does not exist. There was never a home port of it. It was a thing that people assumed there would never be a home port of because the licensing on that game has, since the original release of the game, become a nightmare. Because there's the Alien licensing, there's the Predator licensing, both of which have changed hands multiple times since the game came out. So nobody thought this game was ever going to come out again in any kind of capacity. And yet here we are. I'm excited by that. Also, like, Mega Man the Power Battle.
That's actually going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, like, opportunities to play Mega Man the Power Battle are few and far between. Like, I think the number of legal releases for that in the US is pretty fucking low. Like, I never even saw, like, an arcade release in the US. I think the only way you could get it was, like, on, like a PS2 compilation of, like, Mega Man games or something like that. Like,
right.
Yeah. Also, like, there are definitely some less touted but pretty great Capcom games on here. Like, Captain Commando is the hotness. So, and the arcade version of Captain Commando is definitely better than the home version of Captain Commando. So, like, you get the arcade version of Captain Commando. That's pretty good. Like, there's very little as far as, like, content goes here. Mm-hmm. I think to not be excited about.
Well, sure, but, like, my beef is, like, the product, because, like, I understand, like, once you start chopping up, like, the pieces of this, like, for example, I want to play this fight stick, use this fight stick for other games. Well, like, it's obviously, like, 2 fight sticks in a casing that's attached to, like, a module that connects to your TV. And, like, if I were a new person, or even if I was a person that hasn't played video games, say, like, in 20 years, let's say I used to play AVP, or let's say I got really into, like, puzzle fighter in college and like I want to get back into it. Now I gotta pay $260 for this like double fight stick thing to like run it. And like even if I was all the way down for all 16 games, like that kind of price point for coming in, like unless I'm already an enthusiast or I just have like a lot of cash lying around,
right,
like paying like just south of $300 for a plug and play device is like wild. That's fucking crazy. And like if it needs to be a plug and play device, like it's difficult to have separate fight sticks. And if you want to have a better price point, because there are definitely a lot of people who are already enthusiasts that would love to play this game, and they're just like, put it on a disc, and it's different without the fight sticks. But a lot of those people, they already have fight sticks. And like bundling it differently outside of like one giant device would force people to buy, say, a console if they don't already have one. Or maybe Capcom just doesn't want to go through consoles for whatever reason, which, you know, I get. Like, that's just red tape that Capcom doesn't want to deal with because Capcom's not especially great with red tape. But like, oh man, like it just feels like we're on like the third iteration of this idea, and like it would have been a lot better if they had waited until they got to like to the 7th or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it just feels half baked. It just doesn't feel done.
Yes. I will actually agree to all of that. Something I hope is that this thing is hackable easily enough.
Right.
I mean,
someone's going to crack it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best things about the Tiny NES and the Tiny SNES was just how user-friendly they were to fuck with, to the point where the Tiny SNES contained a message from Nintendo inside of it that pretty much said, fuck it, we know you're in here, whatever. Like, Nintendo's never done anything like that before, but like, the Tiny SNES had the fuck it, we know you're in here message. I think one of the reasons why, like, the Tiny PlayStation didn't even get as far as it did was, like, that it was, like, yes, still hackable, but nowhere near in the, like, I have no idea what I'm doing level of hacking that was possible with the Tiny NES and the Tiny SNES. Like, you could, like, pick up a Tiny NES and be like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and still successfully do something with it.
Yeah, true.
The Tiny PlayStation has some additional barriers. Now, if people get this big-ass Capcom arcade stick in a place where they're maybe, I don't know, doing stuff like using it to play other games and loading, I don't know, like Konami stuff onto it too. Like if I have a chance to just like play the Simpsons arcade or Turtles or X-Men,
that would be dope.
Yeah. So, and I realize that this is kind of letting Capcom off the hook, but I think not too much, because when I look at the bullet points of these other little devices, these nostalgia boxes, it seems like how user-friendly were you for fucking with became like a very real measured thing. And we won't know that until this thing comes out.
Yeah.
But I would like to see people putting fucking Simpsons arcade and like X-Men onto this thing.
I would love to see Capcom try to talk to Disney about the license for the Simpsons game. I just want to watch them do it. I just want to be in the room. I just want to see.
Well, the thing is that they're obviously already building those relationships because AVP is on here. Like they're already sitting in a room with Disney people. So okay, Capcom, like fucking put on your big boy pants, go talk to the nice people over at Konami and be like, okay, look, guys, you're Konami. You don't really make video games anymore.
My dudes. Let's be real. You do not make video games. You wish you did.
You make crime and health clubs. But what we can do is we can put out a box it'll look like a giant Konami logo. It'll be $270.
Oh my god, no.
But it's going to have the Simpsons on it and X-Men. And people are going to love it. They're going to love it. Yep.
Oh, man.
Man, speaking of fucking Konami, they announced all the games on that Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Damn.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they didn't fuck around.
I can't wait till Joe plays it in like 3 years.
Man. There's some stuff on there which is like hard to find.
And they're just like, oh yeah, we have that in the back.
Yeah, like they pulled some like the Disney Vault shit with this. Like they're like, hey guys, who's up for playing Kid Dracula? Yeah, so the full lineup for the Castlevania Anniversary Collection is Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania The Adventure, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. And if you're like, hey, Brian, didn't you just say Castlevania 2? Like, no, this is the different Castlevania 2.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, there's the Castlevania 2 on the Game Boy, and then there's the Castlevania 2 that was on the NES. Castlevania Bloodlines, Sega Genesis game. And Kid fucking Dracula.
That's a big get, actually. Fucking Kid Dracula.
Yep. Crazy. So, like, good on them. It's a nice, easy, cheap disc you can get for all of your existing game consoles or for the Switch, because this will also launch on Switch, because that has also been a lot of complaints that people have had about third-party titles for the Switch. Like, it's like Xbox, PS4, and then Switch like a month or two later. No, this is day one Switch.
Hey,
yeah, so you can play your fucking Kid Dracula right there on day one. But man, good on them.
Yeah. So Tencent has actually gotten approval to distribute the Switch from the Guangdong Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, which is, a small part of the Chinese market, but it's huge because like the Switch is getting into the Chinese market. However, there has been like obstacles over the past year of getting games approved in China since they revamped their like approval process, and some of it is a little unfounded. It looked like it was just targeting Tencent. Some of it's kind of fair because apparently 30% of all games that were being approved in China were just mahjong and like poker clones. So they're working to get rid of some of the stuff like that, but some of it was like, kind of bullshit to like have people register on a national database that could scan for your age to make sure you're age appropriate for playing this game or like, playing games at certain hours, but whole other thing. So to get around that, Tencent is going to load the Switch with a test version of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, because under the current regulations, test versions of games don't have to go through the approval process, so they can actually have a launch title when they start putting the Switch out in China. And this isn't the first time Nintendo and Tencent's worked together. They've actually worked to distribute the Nintendo 64 a long time ago, but also the 3DX XL, which was pretty recent. And it's huge for Tencent because they've definitely lost a lot of money over the past year because they weren't able to monetize PUBG and Honor of Kings. But the Switch, which is a portable home game console, will likely do well in the Chinese market since they're kind of mobile first in terms of gaming rather than console first. And Microsoft and Sony have actually had trouble getting footing there with the Xbox One and the PS4.
Can we just put test versions of all the games on the Switch?
Possibly, but they're using this one first because Nintendo already has like IP recognition. Like apparently people in China already love Mario and Zelda and whatnot, and so they're doing Mario first. I guess the test version of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe might be the most polished, but that seems like internal Nintendo information. I'm not entirely sure.
Are we sure it's not just because Bowser's in charge now?
It might be. Whew. Freaking Doug.
You guys follow Reggie's new I'm Retired account?
Yes. Yes, I do.
He got at Reggie, dude. That's huge. Like, I can't get at Rocky because some jackass got it in 2009 and I might never get it. And he has, like, kids.
I'm sure he made at Reggie and just didn't post anything or, like, have it as a public thing long before he quit Nintendo.
I'd believe that. He just, like, had it just, like, some ghost account. No one knew what it was. And, like, oh, shit, Reggie Fils-Aimé got this one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or maybe he just asked Twitter really, really nicely.
Like, I kind of want to, like, I mean, I really like my at. Like, honestly, I do like Mr. Rocky Hardy. But, like, if I ever become someone, like, I might, like, I'm pretty close to, like, I've already pre-drafted the email to the guy that's holding at Rocky to try to get him to give me the at. Like, I've definitely done that. It's not on paper, it's not on the internet or anything, but I've definitely thought about that email a lot. Like,
There are so many of Reggie's follows which are total dad follows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has some dad follows he's got going on.
People have been trying to talk him through it. Like, have you seen those? It's like, someone needs to help Reggie, like, follow some better accounts. But a lot of them usually end with, like, he should at least be following me, you know? Like,
yeah. I guess to the topic at hand, the Switch and China. I think that the Switch's form factor probably helps with this. I know it's a weird thing, but like, I think that the tabletness of the Switch is probably softening its entry.
mm-hmm.
Also, I think the fact that like there is no native web browser that you can just fuck with. Like, you can't just like pill up your Switch and be like, I'm gonna go to Pornhub.
Yeah.
Probably helps too because of the way, you know, China interacts with the internet. So if you're like, look, this thing's kind of a tablet and you can't go to Pornhub on it. I'm writing really weird bullet points for the back of a box right now. Probably helped them get over that hump. Also, like, Tencent is an interesting partnership just because, like, Tencent is one of the few companies in the world which has, like, enough resources and access to actually enter the console marketplace. So, like, working with Tencent, if anything, helps stave off their interest in that space.
That's true. Yeah.
So, like, it's smart just from, like, a business perspective because they're not going to look... They're not going to dump more time into, you know, creating China-specific boxes if they can just, like, get a piece of bringing somebody else's boxes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to follow up on the TCB. Like, there was some time, like, I think within the life cycle of our show that, like, Tencent was like, check it out. We're going to make a Windows box. It's going to be like a set-top box, which was very much like a Steam box kind of proposition.
Yeah, I'd have to double check, but my understanding is that it didn't do that well and they just killed it.
Yeah. So, this is an interesting alternative.
I'm actually really excited about this. There's a couple things I really want. Like, one, I want, hopefully Tencent streaming service to end up on, like, the Chinese Switch so that if I do make a Chinese account, I can finally watch the King's Avatar, like, in HD without having to go through some really goofy back-end sites because I just really want to watch that stupid Chinese fake animation thing. I also want some competitive games to, like, take foothold in China that hasn't worked in other places. Like, I would like to see, like, a Pokken resurgence, like based off, like, the Chinese, like, architecture. Like, I want China to, like, really get into Pokken and, like, revitalize that, like, game space because, like, almost no one plays Pokken. It's really sad. Like, at first it was because, like, the Wii U, like, required each player to have a separate Wii U rather than to have, like, two controllers.
Right.
And then, like, on the Switch, like, it came out and they just, like, put all the stuff there, but it was just more like the initial proposition had just passed. But, like, since, like, the whole Switch is just entering a new market, and I don't think China had access to the Wii U, so they would be exposed to Pokken for the first time, and I hope it takes off. I don't know about Chinese Smash players. I'm not super excited about that, but that could be cool. I'm sure things like Warframe will really take off in China on the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to see some, like, Chinese dev stuff end up on the Switch. So that, like, you know, if I made a Chinese account, I could grab some stuff. Because I like grabbing stuff from other markets. Like, I still play Kamiko sometimes on my from my Japanese account. But, like, I'd like to see more stuff going on. See what other people are making.
And Reggie has a lot of dad follows.
Yeah.
That's unrelated.
Why does Reggie follow iJustine?
Doesn't he know iJustine in person? I feel like they did, like, some sort of appearance before.
Why does he follow iJustine?
Wait, the iJustine's just usually at E3? Maybe they're actually just friends. Like, they're both, like, gaming personalities that, like, show up at the big
like,
trade
a lot
shows.
of the other people he's following are, like, Nintendo of America partners, or, like, gaming stuff, and, like, some news, and then Jimmy Fallon, because, like, whatever. But, like, that is just, like, iJustine. She's the only, like, YouTube person in there. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Okay, he's also following Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, that's
well,
a dad follow, I think.
I think he's just a fan. Also, so, like, apparently he has, like, been on iJustine's, like, YouTube channel. Like, apparently he gave her an interview for Breath of the Wild in 2016.
What? Okay, whatever. Fine.
Yeah, so, like, they've interviewed before. Maybe they're just friends.
We'll be friends with Reggie Fils-Aimé.
See, we've got the Sean Layden follow.
I don't know who that is.
He works for PlayStation. He told us that, like, he's the one that did the backwards compatibility quote, where, like, people don't want to play old games.
Right, I gotcha. And then I saw he was following Cool Dad Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
They're actually boys, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I look forward to hopefully seeing some, like, Reggie comments on Austin Walker's Twitter, because, like, Austin Walker's Twitter is woke, young, and refreshing. And I'm just like, man, like, Reggie, there's going to be some young ideas here. Are you going to handle them? Are you going to be okay?
Reggie, will you cosplay All Might now that you're not, like, being wholly owned by Nintendo?
Oh, shit. Imagine.
I think that'd be great.
I'm just picturing retired Reggie saying, like, man, Twitter's exhausting. I'm just going to go to sleep. You know?
Right.
Oh. Fuck, what else is going on?
Oh, yeah. This is your story.
Oh, god damn it.
Sorry, Brian, you can't be happy anymore.
But Reggie has dad follows.
That's true, yeah. But there's a bigger fish, man.
Yeah. So, fuck. All right. This is bad news. There's really no way to couch this, and like there's no version of this story which is good.
No, none.
Carl Benjamin. And if you're like, hey, Brian, who's Carl Benjamin? You might know him as Sargon of Akkad.
Hey, Brian, who's Sargon of Akkad?
Okay, have you ever watched a feminist-centric video about gaming on YouTube ever?
Believe it or not, no. I don't have time in my life for that bullshit.
Please direct your letters about Tegan calling feminism bullshit to Tegan.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
You know that's not what I meant.
We know. Brian's just stirring
Tegan,
the pot.
But if you do have letters about feminism, go ahead and send them to me.
So when Gamergate happened, and there were a whole bunch of like sticky bridge trolls who were all like, "It's about ethics in game journalism.
Yeah. That's why I stopped watching anything about it.
The guy who was the leader of the bridge trolls was this fucko.
Okay, cool.
Like, yeah,
Sajin of Bakad.
He was the one who was the public-facing nightmare person for Gamergate. No, I mean, they were still definitely doing stuff like gathering in 8chan, figuring out how they could hack Anita Sarkeesian's fucking email and stuff like that. But he was the one who was out there being like, "Oh, it's not about that. We're not about hacking someone's email." Meanwhile, like, implicitly endorsing hacking someone's email.
Big time douche.
Oh yeah, super bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of created this like single, seemingly publicly acceptable portal for like the onboarding of racism and like the come hang out on Sargon's channel and learn how to be a piece of shit. Like,
oh yeah, I think he called it the Thinkery, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and I think the thing that like I know that I have expressed endless frustration with the way that YouTube serves content. That like the way it works is that you watch a video with an idea, and then what it does is then to serve up either a more extreme version of the same idea or something that it believes to be the an extreme counterpoint, because all they want is for you to engage with their content, and it doesn't matter whether you're angry or not. And so like when they realized like how angry Sargon made people, they would serve up his like anti-feminist, racist, xenophobic fucking horseshit by the truckload to people just trying to navigate fucking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I just now, as a fucking test, just typed feminist frequency into my YouTube search bar just to find out, do I still get Sargon of Akkad videos returned to me on my first page of search results if I type feminist frequency? Answer is still do.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah. And because of the way YouTube works, like I wonder, like something that like far-right bed-shitting sticky bridge trolls say over and over again is the idea of like radicalizing. They're like, oh, this Muslim was radicalized. This Muslim was radicalized, as far as their like hysterical paranoia about fucking brown people because they're all racist shitheads. But I offer this, that like Sargon of Akkad is one of the most easily recognizable and dangerous portals for the radicalization of basement white people. Are you a white person who lives in your mother's basement? Why, yes. I'm working at Arby's right now. I'm working on stuff. Plus I've got my SoundCloud. And I'm bored down here. And I just watched 900 Sargon of Akkad videos because they were just offered up to me on some kind of fucking like autoplay stream. And now I'm pretty sure I hate everyone. Like, fuck this guy. Like, how is it that like most of the internet has figured out his silly ass should be banned from everything? Like, you know how hard it is to convince Twitter to ban somebody?
Oh yeah.
Like, basically they have to be Dracula. Like, they banned his ass. Patreon banned his ass. But why is it that YouTube, and I know why YouTube won't ban his ass, because he is good for fucking business there.
Yep.
And it's fucking
money.
Gross.
He make the money.
Yeah. Yep. And it's such naked, wanton avarice. It's just like, well, he's good for business. And it's basically everything you believe about PewDiePie, make it even worse. Like, oh.
He's definitely becoming something else now. I would actually liken him to like a British Richard Spencer. Because remember, there's a thing that's happening with this dude right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thank you, Rocky. Like I was so tired explaining just simply who Sargon is that I haven't gotten to the punchline.
Yeah.
This fucker's running for parliament.
Yup. Public office. Yes. And
it's the mainstreaming of his ideas that have made this shit possible. Like, he of course he's fucking UKIP, because of course he is. But he's running for a seat in Parliament as a UKIP candidate. And it's not outside of the realm of the possibility, from where he's from, that he gets a seat in Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the things that the internet has taught us, for better or for worse, the internet is really good at mobilizing a large network of virtual volunteers who exist outside of the base geographic area where you're seeking office.
I mean, arguably got, like, Obama elected.
Yeah. Like, I think that the large-scale mobilization around AOC from outside of her district helped get her elected in her district.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be the same kind of thing, only this time for a Dracula.
It also doesn't help that the mainstream Conservative Party in, like, the UK is kind of in shambles with this whole Brexit thing.
Yep.
And allows space for like, other parties. And there's a billion, like, in the UK, but, like, UKIP is definitely, like, in the top 5. And, like, that shifts, its position shifts depending on where you are. And, Sargon, I'm going to call him Benjamin. Benji's, like, district is actually pretty conservative, and they're not happy with how Brexit's being handled. So UKIP might actually have a real shot at a power grab.
Yeah. Theresa May has shit the bed, and the entire Tory party has shit the bed. And so when they're saying stuff like, well, we're going to exit and then all leave, basically saying that, like, we're going to leave the burning house and let somebody else deal with it.
To be fair, they voted for Brexit. Like, not these guys, but the previous group voted for Brexit and then all left.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, but it shows a degree of, like, lack of personal accountability to, like, not be willing to deal with the worsening problems that one is creating. Like, I'm not going to run for office again because I'm a piece of shit. And what that has kind of done is, like, alienated all of these fucking people who voted for Brexit candidates in the first place, who were like, hey, I voted for you because you said you were going to do a Brexit. Now everything is even worse. I still blame all the people that I blamed before. Plus, you taught me new codes and languages of racism. I guess now I'm just going to vote for this nightmare Dracula person. Fuck you. Fuck this. I can't believe a guy who hung out his shingle first to talk about how he wishes there were more titties in video games is now going to be a racist nightmare government person. Like, Rocky, Rocky, why?
He built a fan base, man. And he talked long enough that people got comfortable and understand what he says. And so now he has people that believe that he could be voted for. You know what I mean? Like, ideally, if you build an audience, however you build the audience, if you get them to stay and they're able to understand you, you can probably get them to pick you for stuff. It's usually how that goes. Maybe Ninja will run for, like, congressman or some shit. I don't know, man. Jesus.
Can we get Justin McElroy to run for something, you think?
Maybe. That sounds like a thing that could happen.
Wake me when there are ASMR candidates.
Hey, everybody. You can be the ASMR candidate, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, run for something. It'll be great.
Hey, everybody. I'm just going to advance the idea that it's possible that people are more important than your fucking Camaro. It's possible that you shouldn't discard the core dignity of human beings, and that there isn't some kind of false equivalence between liking titties and valuing humans. Like, you don't have to discard humans if you like titties. You stupid person.
You know, it'd be great.
I like it. Berating ASMR.
If Brian like did all press conferences in like the ASMR whisper, but whenever he had like backroom meetings like with anyone else, like he's just yelling the entire time. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, like, we have to re-soundproof all of the buildings so that they can't hear him. And then it comes out, you gotta do that thing where like you go from one end of the microphone to the other end of the microphone, so it sounds like you're moving across people.
I'm going to give all of my speeches into those microphones that look like a couple of ears.
Yeah! Do it.
You just gotta travel with your own kit. You have your own sound people hook it up.
A vote for me is a vote against fuckbags. 1 second while I scratch this thing.
No, that's tapping, not scratching. You gotta do the nice little...
There's a scratch.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is my cabinet. Tegan will be Secretary of Anime.
Hell yeah. I promise that in your press conferences I will also do ASMR. But in my press conferences I will scream. Vote for me and I'll make sure your best boy is picked!
Oh shit, that's a lot, Tegan. That's a big campaign promise.
That's okay. We just have to affect the internet so that only their best boy shows up. We can do that.
Oh.
We'll have the government power.
Oh no.
No. Fucking Putin's getting involved in best boy now.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? For someone, Putin is their best boy.
Oh god.
Oh no. Oh. God.
You heard the song, he's Russia's greatest love machine.
Oh Jesus. I don't actually need like a cabinet position, but I would like to do some sort of like bureaucratic job in which I'd have a video series where every episode plays out like a episode of Silent Library. In fact, I'll film them in the Library of Congress or like whatever like state equivalent there is. That just sounds like fun.
Yes. Oh my god, man. I'm on board.
I think that, Rocky, what I want to point you to is director of Homeland Carne Asada Fries.
Oh, man.
Wait,
Yo, can I just be...
Wait. Instead of being Secretary of Anime, can you just make me the President of the USA?
No! Tegan.
Can you just do that?
Tegan can be appointed to, like, the Fed.
Yes.
Or, like, the Federal Department of Anime. Can I just have food and
FDA.
agriculture? But, like, I'm gonna make it dope. That's the whole thing. I'm also gonna take restaurants into, like, that purview out of, like, normal business and commerce. And I'll revitalize the restaurant, field via vertical integration.
Will you make it so that they have to charge, like, they have to pay their workers minimum wage?
Oh, yeah. No,
and,
I'm
like,
definitely...
do away with tipping? Can you do that?
I'm going to make sure
great.
that tipping won't count toward the wages paid towards a worker in the tax code.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll make that a specific thing so that when they do pay wages, they have to meet minimum wage no matter what, as opposed to just letting tips count towards that.
Yes. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Brian, I needed food and agriculture. That's what I need.
We can do it.
Gang.
If you're food and agriculture, will you like swing by my office and make sure I'm eating like real food?
Oh, absolutely, Tegan.
Can that be part of his duties?
We'll have a standing like weekly lunch meeting.
Fuck yes.
So like we'll have an actual meal like in each other's presence, and then we'll just check your nutrition over the course of the week.
Yay!
A vote for me is a vote against orange food.
What? No, but I like orange food. Wait a minute. Now I can vote for you, Brian.
Oh, that's too much. That's not okay.
Rude.
Is there anything else happening?
There's one final thing that happened.
Okay.
So we got ourselves a boneless Xbox. It's an X-Bone without the bone. Just the X. Nice. It's called the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, and it'll be out on May 7th for a whopping $250, which is way better than what PlayStation's looking at. They also announced the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold. So
Nice.
you can get all your stuff digitally. Yay! It's gonna have 1 terabyte, which is cool. It's launching with a couple games, like right out of the box. But like none of the games are like surprises. It's Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, and Forza Horizon 3. So like not anything particularly stunning.
I have a prediction.
Yeah.
E3, Cool Dad, Phil Spencer, he's going to mosey out on stage. He's going to start talking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to say, the next generation of Xbox is going to be 3 hardware solution. There's going to be the Super EU Enthusiast box. There's going to be the entry box. And then there's going to be the streaming box. ... Which you already have in your home right now. Every Xbox will be able to use the new streaming solution.
Dun dun dun! And people go, woo!
Right. So the idea is that essentially by launching the Xbox One SAD, that
Sad?
What's sad?
Why is it sad?
Those are just the letters. It's Microsoft
Oh,
bonus
it's
depression.
Xbox One S All Digital. Oh, SAD. Well, it's SAD.
so by launching the
Sadie?
Xbox One SAD,
Sadie.
they have gotten a bunch of Xboxes into more houses, and so when he says on stage, your existing consoles can take advantage of the streaming solution, then there will be a bunch of people who are already ready to go. I think that the launch of this device now with a terabyte hard drive is to get ready for the next step of X-boning.
Which is not boning at all. It's boneless, Brian.
Yeah. It's like boneless wings, but not trash. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets. Fuck off.
I like
Chicken
my
nuggets are
fancy-
great!
Yeah, I like my fancy chicken nuggets. I don't want to
Then-
get sauce on my fingers, Brian. What's wrong with not wanting sauce on my fingers?
Let's stop calling them boneless wings. Let's call them what they are. These are call them
Adult
boutique nuggets.
chicken nuggets. Adult
Boutique
chicken
nuggets.
nuggets. I
What?
don't
They're
have
not
enough money.
bougie, Brian. Like, calm down.
Do we have enough money for chicken nugget?
I mean, I do.
Yes. Can we go get chicken nugget?
It's
Yes,
a bit of,
Tegan. We
it's a bit
can
of a
go
drive,
get
Tegan.
chicken nuggets. But that is exactly what we're doing. We're going to get a single chicken nugget because that was your request. We're going to walk into the McDonald's. And
Yep.
Be like, hi. This may seem unusual.
We'd like one chicken nugget.
What? Just buy like the 20 and then just give Tegan one. Keep 19 for yourself. Maneuvers.
I don't know if I can eat all that food, Rocky.
What? No, you're
That's
gonna
a lot
get
of
one.
protein.
Tegan, you're getting one nugget. I'm
There's
getting
a-
19.
There's a lot of protein in that one nugget. I don't know if I can eat the whole thing.
Jesus Christ, Tegan.
If I cut it in half, will you eat the rest of it?
No, I'm not eating half your nugget, Tegan. I'm not gonna do it. Okay? It's the line.
Aww.
Finish
Who's
your food.
Who's getting my leftovers then?
Tegan, they're your leftovers. They belong to you.
The only
Unique,
point
untradeable.
of having a boy around is so they eat your leftovers.
Tegan, that's so weird.
That's
I don't know how to
really-
respond to that right now.
That's kind of fucked up.
Tegan, finish your food.
No.
Okay. But the ultimate boneless Xbox, because they're also going to do like the financing with the new one, right? Like, because they're already doing that right now, where like you can get like the Xbox One X and you pay $35 a month, and you pay it off over the course of 2 years, and you own the Xbox. And so the Game Pass Gold Live thing just seems like something. Well, no, sorry. The Game Pass Ultimate appears to be something like the SAD edition, but you can get that bundle while also paying for the system up front, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just like a lot of like different purchase options. You can definitely like a la carte your Microsoft experience.
Yeah. I think that it's funny because like they might as well have tried to launch the original Xbox One in this very configuration based on the DRM that they had in place at the time. But they were definitely not operating in such a way that I think anybody would have trusted them to do that at the time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but like the way that things are managed now, where it's like, fuck it, like you buy the thing, you own the thing in all the places, go play this on your PC too, whatever. Like, yes, we have fully functional digital refunds now. Like, they are the only console platform with a refund policy now. As far as like, I buy the thing and I don't like the thing. Where you can get a refund, which is also a self-service refund, like, which I think in a digital marketplace is an even smarter idea. If you're trying to convince people, like, you know, go digital, the ability to obtain a refund, I think, helps with that in a big way. So we'll see. I will stay tuned, but like, I'm gonna feel super vindicated in June if Cool Dad comes out and says, "Guess what? This thing equips you to stream in the future." It'd be neat. So one other piece of feedback that I got from the same person who told me that he thought that y'all were a couple, was that he really enjoys the What Came Out on Steam Today segment.
Yeah. It's a good segment. I like it.
Yeah.
Did stuff come out on Steam today?
Tegan.
Yeah?
Is water wet?
No, water is not wet. Wait.
No.
Water is not wet. Water makes things wet.
Tegan, it is both wet and can spread that property to other things.
No, I don't like this. It's not wet. Water itself is not wet. You need water to make things wet.
Those are both true statements. Water is wet.
No, it's
not. It's able to make other things wet.
No, water's not wet. Things that touch water are wet, but water is not wet.
Oh my god. Okay, so we don't have time for this, Brian. What came out on Steam today?
So 79 games came out on Steam yesterday.
Sure.
So far today, we have Fast Travel Loot Delivery Service.
No.
Yum.
Well, that okay.
Very different reactions, I approve.
We also have Chaos Knight Interlude.
Sure.
It's $5.94. Appears to be Chinese.
Yeah.
Hope you know that.
Okay. Cool.
Introduction to the game. It only took 2 years for Kevin the hero to conquer the whole continent and establish a new Kalsas empire after he won the sword and magic sword in the war.
Kevin's been busy.
So, wait, Kevin's got 2 swords? Because he won the sword and the magic sword?
I guess, yeah, man.
Okay.
He conquered the country in 2 years. Like, he had to have had at least more than one sword.
However, 15 years after the reign of the hero king, the empire was free from the major wars. All right. Okay. Next up is Victory is Justice! !
That sounds unsafe. At least morally flawed.
That sounds morally fair. This is also a game which is in Chinese.
Sure.
But what I like is that like the entire wall of text which is in Chinese that I can't read, but there's one thing in it which I can, which is the word MOBA.
Okay.
It appears to be like a kind of like modern setting, but also an asset flip. So it's like a MOBA where people are just like running along on streets and stuff. So it's kind of a weird look. Next up is Cat Defense.
Neat.
An army of the undead attack the defenseless village of cute kittens. Oh, this is a tower defense game and an asset flip. Oh, good. 69 cents. Oh, you ready for some bullet points?
Let's get it.
Mini levels. Not hard challenge. Interesting funny.
Wait, it says interesting funny? That's a bullet point?
Yes.
Amazing. Keep going.
That's it.
Oh, okay. There's 2 bullet points?
No, 3. Many levels.
Oh, sorry.
Not hard challenge. Interesting funny.
Amazing.
Yep. A Decky Cards Game Deluxe. Card Games Collection, which contains Cribbage, Military Whist, Bull, President, Hockey, and Speed. This is $7.
No way. $7? Come on.
Please pay them $7 to play fucking cribbage.
No way. Like,
Yep.
Are they high? It is 420. That's what it is. It's 420. They're trying to trap him, dude. It's a trap.
3x3 mini shogi.
No.
It's
I don't
89
need
cents. Rocky, it's 89 cents.
I don't need to pay 89 cents to play tic-tac-toe shogi. Like, I'm insulted. I'm actually legitimately upset. What the fuck?
Rocky, we've covered far more drastic games in this segment than 3x3 mini shogi.
It's also a soft spot because I've been learning, like, Mahjong, and I played a lot of it this week. But also,
Rocky, how are your furries? Have you fucked any of them?
Shut up. God damn it. Like, alright, oh man. Oh my god.
The dating sim part of your furry mahjong game is the most interesting part.
It's not even a dating sim. Like, you don't even talk to them. They just like
Rocky, just ball the girls.
Shut up. Oh my god.
All girls peg the boys.
Yes,
Yeah.
ball the girls, peg the boys, and love all them puppers.
Unless
I
the
hate
boys
this.
want to do the pegging, then I guess that's okay too.
Oh my god. I'm already exhausted. Damn it. Also, I found out about American Mahjong this week, which is just like...
Is it like with the Hitalia characters? Because that'd
No.
be great.
Oh, no. It's like, you use the same pieces, but instead of just making whatever hands like you make together, like in a cooperative manner, there's like a, like, nationally distributed, like, card that has like a weekly, like, hand that everyone's supposed to try to shoot for. Like, it's basically like assembly line mahjong as opposed to like cooperative mahjong. It's weird. Yeah. But whatever. 3x3 Sogi sucks, and I hope it dies in a fire. What's next?
Wow. Whoa. Settle down, Tiger.
Dude, I hate this game.
And finally today we have The Cat and the Box.
Is that a Schrodinger's reference?
Is it just
They're
a cat trying to fit in a box? That sounds more fun.
Their description reads, built on no engine or external libraries, this game takes you through a 3D adventure rendered in a plain text window. And it appears to be entirely ASCII art, but like it's ASCII art which appears to be moving with like some speed. Like it looks like they're hitting what looks like maybe 24 or 30 frames a second on their ASCII art to build this like 3D space.
That's kind of crazy.
It looks kind of fucking cool.
How much is it?
It's $3.
Okay.
The Cat in the Box is a story-rich game in which a brave player must struggle to save their soul. Taking place beyond our causality, the game lasts until the man above pulls the plug. Explore 12 levels, complete 5 2D arcade games, meet fallen creatures in the only city, fight with a demon for your soul, do as he failed to do. That's a bullet point.
Do as he failed to do?
Yes.
Yo, that's horrifying. I love it.
Man,
Wait, I can't play this game because I can't fight with a demon for my soul.
Wait, why not?
Because I'm ginger. We don't have souls.
God damn it, Tegan.
Rocky, I'm glad that I see that you're typing do as he failed to do, because that was what I went into this doc to do right now.
Do as he failed to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw you both start, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Then he's got some like kind of like creepy text. Let's see here. For finding the pieces to hear my voice again, he'll never know. tell him what I did. Symptom of this sickness is not wanting to get better. Never know.
No as in K-N-O-W?
Yes.
K. Yes, it's kind of weird.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's still not as scary as, like, the fan fiction about YouTubers, but, like, it's up there. It's doing something.
He's put a portrait of himself in ASCII on Steam.
The Madman.
Yeah. How about that? Well, I guess good on ya, Eli Schroeder. Hope your game doesn't suck.
True. Say
it seems kind of creepy in a real way. Not like we think that you're using our device to mine for cryptocurrency kind of way.
Kind of like that weird game where you, like, played as a student in the school with that weird teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in an unsettling, creepy kind of way.
All right. Well, I guess that's a show.
Yeah. We don't have any mail. The cats miss your mail. So if you guys want to, like, holler at us, you can hit us up on the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Tumblr. It's all Impossible Coin. If you could do us a small kindness, we'd appreciate if you just leave a review wherever you found the podcast, on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Play, or Stitcher. If you listen closely, there's music at the beginning and end of this podcast. It's produced by our friend Big Sach. You can find his work at soundcloud.com/Big Sach NJ, or you can follow him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Our new t-shirt and logo was designed by our friend Lauren Moran. You can follow her on Twitter at Lauren Moran and buy stuff from her at laurenmoran.bigcartel.com.
Well, thanks for hanging out, y'all. We will see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Later.